Yeah. Trapper died too. Yeah.
The king has returned.
This what y'all motherfuckers was waiting on. The wait is over.
Here I come, hope you niggas ready. Like the handle on the vision where I hold this bitch steady. See you doing big shit and niggas get petty. Don't try to get me, nigga, get petty. Here I come, hope you niggas ready. Like the handle on the vision where I hold this bitch steady. See you doing big shit and niggas get petty. Don't try to get me, nigga, get petty.
The streets couldn't wait to get their hands on this one. Another masterpiece produced by the hood. Snowman, Doug Cannon. I think y'all motherfuckers ready now. Let's go get 'em.
Here I come, hope you niggas ready. Like the handle on the vision where I hold this bitch steady. See you doing big shit and niggas get petty. Don't try to get me, nigga, get petty. Been a motherfucking minute, how you niggas been? We got a lot to talk about, where should we begin? You can't trust these niggas cause they unholy. Said man for himself, that's what the streets show me. If not demand my respect, that's what the streets show me. And don't speak on street cred cause it speak for me. I watched niggas do some shit I couldn't understand. You know I stayed prepared for it, didn't underplan. Yeah, what he thinking got him wondering. Meanwhile I'm working wonders, I'm the wonder man. I woke up feeling all trapper died to it. Still counting no money, think I'm half Jewish. And if you thought that I was over, then you half foolish. That boy young, he gets it done, these niggas half do this. Yeah, I tell him who better, get it fucked up, nigga, not ever. That's the nigga that you love to hate, they call him young. The big homie sat me down when I was young, he said, I hope that you're ready cause you're the one. So I listened to him, stayed down and bought me one. Took a trip to the Greenbrier Mall and bought me some. I learned me a valuable lesson, it taught me some. What's that? If you believe you shall achieve, and that street money will buy you some shit you wouldn't believe. All types of homes and watches, luxury cars. Why the hell y'all think I be spitting luxury bars? Let me ask you a question, do you believe? Cause right now it's young and them, who you believe? Take a trip with me down memory, yeah. 7 O's, 9s, and splits and 50 slabs. Flood the streets, typhoon style till there's a drought. It'll turn you to a marketing genius, Steve Stout. Told him 500 a piece, bring me a grand. Nigga think I'm showing them love, I'm building my brand. Why the hell you think I sold all them 9s? Cause I'm elite. Came from the jungle, more stripes in the fucking season. Born on the day of the ounce, the 28. Nigga signed with the scale, we knew he would sell weight. Type of nigga know I'm the shit, I feel stank. And right now I'm feeling myself, I feel faint. Chances of making it out, they ain't great. You wanna hear from somebody that done it, I feel great. Do it for the times I was stressed, I lost weight. Patrolling, accepting my past, I lost 8. Tell you the rest on the album, that's all that I gotta say. Trapper died too, that 103 on the way. What's up? Yeah. Who better, nigga?
Cannon.
God, let me forgive, never let me forget. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You want beef with the king? What is you gonna do? We back. This is Hood Tales of ConeHead coming to you live and direct. Thank God it's Freeday. Thank God it's Freeday. Man, been a long week this week. A lot of disappointments, a lot of ups and downs, but in the end, God still get the victory and God still get the glory. This is Hood Tales of ConeHead coming to you live and direct. I am your host, ConeHead, and we doing episode 156. Thank God it's Freeday. Realer than my OG. And the reason why I came up with this title for this episode is I was sitting around thinking this morning. I remember me, cousin Robbie, little bro Sugar we had a little situation going on back in the day, and he'll remember this like it's like yesterday. You know, so where we come from this little island. We call that shit Bag Rack, you know what I'm saying? Bagganistan for the hardcore people who born and raised there. But when we first got our little introduction to the streets, you know, we was doing little thises and little that's, and then, you know, we had older guys that, you know, we consider OGs that we looked up to, and, you know, kind of gave us that spark of that inspiration or that motivation to get out here and get that money, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, Cuz had a situation, me and Lil Bro had a situation. And then, you know, the more our operation grew, you know, on all three sides of the field, the more, you know, money we made, you know, the little bigger we got, the more stuff we accumulated, you know. So at this point in time, you know, there's a couple of cats that we, you know, looked up to from where we from. So them boys kind of, you know, relocated and a couple of them got relocated and you know, had a little solidification in a little area they was in. So, you know, at first we didn't, you know, we wasn't going to them for anything in the beginning. So just so happened, I guess I want to say, I think I made the connection, I guess. So, you know, we had an OG named Lewis, and Lewis was a part of this little, you know, they had a little turf war back in the day, you know, early in the little game or whatever, and you know, they were beefing with some niggas from Miami. And so, you know, some shit went down, a couple shootouts, some things, and then somebody got murked in the end of the situation. So eventually, you know, somebody took the rap for that shit, went down, you know, did some time behind that shit and came home. So, you know, Rasta came home, and, you know, them boys linked back up. So now we're a little older now. We in our teens at the time, probably mid or late teens. I know I was in my late teens, I think. So, you know, I think I bumped into Lewis, and, you know, was chopping it up with him, and he remembered me, you know, me and bro and them from, you know, being on the island and just, you know, making our little noise like we was making in our little age group. So, you know, it was a situation where a business proposition kind of came into the play. So, you know, we sat down and talked about it, and we was like, okay, they told us what the ticket was. So, you know, we'll put our money together and grab as much as we can, and, you know, and go from there. You know, we would, you know, this back in the day. So, you know, these boys was behind the pepper pot. So anybody, shout out to those who had that pepper pot food and that fruit punch and shit. You know what I'm saying? They beef patties were straight. You know, they had some pretty dope curry chicken and shit, brown stewed and jerk. But yeah, so them boys, you know, had a little spot behind the pepper pot. So the crazy thing about it, we would drive from Bad Rack to, you know, to them boys' spot. So, you know, them boys remember us as little jits. You know, we love playing basketball and shit like that, and things like that, running around town on our bikes and shit. So, you know, the first time we pull up over there, we at the spot, you know, Rasta there. You know, we waiting on Lou to come. So we, you know, parked, got out, went in the house. Nigga had Super Nintendo back then. That's how long ago that shit was. Super Nintendo was out back then. So, you know, we ended up playing the game, you know, sitting in there chilling, waiting on old boy to come. So when old boy pull up, he pop up. Yeah, little daddy with him, and little daddy, you know, dropped him off or whatever. That was his homeboy. So we sat there, waited. You know, he went and grabbed shit. You know, had his people pull up, grab. We get our order. Now we going back. We get back to the island. We do our little thing. We break down, bust down, do our little shit, and we grind out, get our bread up. We did this. We took this trip on several occasions. Just trying to get in position, in a bigger position than we already were. So long story short, Lewis and Lil Daddy go out of town. Them boys get jammed up on the road. So we in need of some pack. So we steady trying to hit him up. We can't get him. So we just so happened to pull up around there, and Rasta was there. So Rasta took us, cause he still had Dread the contact number. So we sit there. We take the nigga over off of McDuff. Go meet Buddy. So Rasta was like, man, y'all go holler at Buddy. So we go get in the whip. And I remember, cuz should remember this. We get in the whip. We done pull out our money. And we paying for what we're paying for our order. Right? So as we paying for our order, we pull out the money. We ask Dread how much. Dread say like 600, 575, something crazy like that. So me and Cuz looking at each other like, what the fuck? Man, we paid that shit, and you got some more. He like, yeah. So we grab whatever we can get from him, cause we had way more money than that. So as Cuz and us leaving to go back, man, Cuz looking at you, man, that nigga was robbing the shit out of us. Boy, that boy was down there charging us a number, and we were paying that shit faithfully with no headache, no problem, no issue. And we like, damn, this nigga been raking us over the coals for all this time. Now, mind you, he done got jammed up with his partner, but his partner got out and left him unstuck. But this is an OG that we looked up to. This is a nigga that we had, you know what I'm saying? When them boys was called a posse, that's who we looked up to. They didn't grow up on my block, but they was in the street, so them was niggas that we kind of looked up to, and niggas had their little rep or whatever. They were beefing with the Miami boys. So the craziest thing about the situation with me and Cuz was like, damn, that nigga was knocking us over the block with that shit. I think that nigga was making either fold or down to 500 or off the top of our head, cause we didn't have the source. We still young boys in the game. And it was just amazing. Like, I remember my cousin, Cake Man. I went to holler at Cake Man about getting a supply source. This nigga tried to give me 9 quarter sacks and charged me down there like $50 a piece for them bitches. And I'm like, man, I can't do nothing with 9 quarter sacks, nigga. I want my shit all in one, weighed up, ready to go. And them boys had been even doing it so long, and I understand, the game is to be sold, not told. But niggas was trying to tax the shit out of us when we was jitterbugs, man. That shit was crazy as fuck to me. Because I'm talking about, nigga looked up to these boys. Nigga, we knew we fresh, we blind, we wet noses, and we wet behind our ears. So for us to be in the game, we gotta, go how the game go. Cause I started off with a starter pack, QP. You know what I'm saying? But I had another nigga put me, like, I had an OG nigga, T. Fleming. T. Fleming was another one, had that reputation. So I go holler at him because I want to get on. I'm trying to get me some money. So nigga give me some sacked up packs of herb. I take them to school. I sell all that shit in school. I sell out the same day. I come back, I get a nigga the money. The nigga give me $30 out of almost like $400. And he taught me a lesson. See, these lessons that I learned from the OGs ahead of me was that, okay, these niggas gonna make sure they taken care of. They gonna make sure they gonna line their pocket good. They ain't just doing that shit, which I don't expect them to do it for free. But, you know, look out, because we home team. But that shit didn't even really matter, though. But the amazing thing about it is, in time and in hindsight, me, cuz, and bro, we grew bigger than them niggas. We bigger than most of the niggas on the island. We was getting so much money. And then when I branched off into the pot of your nose game, it was over. Because, like, I elevated. Then I started being a chef. I was a chef at Ruth Chris with that stove. So, you know, it was crazy. That's why I say realer than my OG, because me, myself, even when I did have people come to me and want to get on, or people come to me and want to spend their money, I didn't knock niggas over the head. You know, if I fuck with you to the bone, boy, you get it. You get the price what I get it for. Ain't no such thing as I'm finna make money off you, which we understand. You know, we in the business to make money. But it's nothing wrong with looking out for your people to get stronger and stronger, so y'all can be a unit and a force. And like me looking back at it on hindsight, I was just like, damn, that's crazy. Like, we surpassed them niggas. Shit, we ran laps around niggas in the street, and we did our thing. You know what I'm saying? And it was just amazing that when I sat down and was reflecting on that shit, I said, boy, them niggas really pimped the shit out of us when we were jitterbugs. And sometimes you have to go through those trials and errors. You know, everybody who probably started out in the game didn't realize, like, they OG, the niggas that we looked up to that was older than us, wasn't really built like that, wasn't really on that type of time, and really wasn't trying to look out for you. You know, I came into that situation different. I was like, man, I want everybody to eat. I want everybody to win. Cuz was the same way. Cuz had his people around him. Sugar Dale had his people around him. And I had my people around me. The homie had his people around him. So we was just always on that brotherly love and spread the love and look out for niggas. Like, you know, nigga, if a nigga made a point or two, a nigga wasn't tripping about that shit. But a nigga wasn't like out there like tax slaying a nigga like the tax slayer bowl. Them niggas was taxing the shit out of us on every corner. And I understand that's how they learn. You know, that whoever put them on or taught them they went through the same situation. But when we found out, you know, when we hollered at Dread, and Dread was like, man, y'all giving me too much money. And we like, what? Dread gave us our money back. Like, and we like, man, you got more? You know, we trying to get everything this man could get. Go, this number, we ain't never heard this number before in that day in our life. We always were paying this and this and this. We ain't never heard no 6 and no 575. Nigga was tripping. Like, boy, that nigga was waxing us, boy. And I get it to a certain extent. I understand, you know, them boys had to make their money and they had to do their thing. But they took that shit above and beyond. Well, you know, he took it above and beyond. And I ain't gonna say that was karma that he got knocked on the road. But it was behind it, because at the end of the day, man, we was good paying dues. Like, we didn't care. We, you know, as long as we got the best quality in the world, we out there shitting on, not shitting, but we shitting on nigga product, cause we got the best of the best on the whole island. Like, we going from the island to the country with our shit. Our packs was moving, especially ours on, you know what I'm saying? No complaints. We ain't barely seeds in that shit. The shit was, you know what I'm saying? And we gotta remember shit, when me and Lil Bro, we had somebody come and bringing that shit from off the boat in the beginning. When we first started, that shit we used to call that shit black talker. That shit used to stick to a nigga fingers. You know what I'm saying? When you bag that shit, you bagging it up and you touching it with your fingers, man, shit, we ain't know about no gloves. Man, we was in that bitch with pruning shit, cutting that shit up, trying to bag that shit up so we could put it on the block. And I remember being Lil Bro, we in his room, going to town. That nigga mama came in there. We like, oh shit, we had to stash that shit. And she like, what's that smell in here? We looking around, looking crazy, like, what the fuck? Like, oh shit, Alpharetta finna fuck us up. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was just amazing. So, like, you know, it's those things. And I was just like, man, this is why I had to do this episode, because this shit just brought me back to all the things that, you know, when it came to being an OG. And when I became an OG, you know, I looked at things different from my perspective than from their perspective. And I say the reason why I titled it More Realer Than My OG is because them boys ain't try to take us under their wing and show us the game and teach us shit and nothing like that. Them niggas just pimped a nigga because we were young, or they thought we was young and was stupid and thought they could get over on a nigga. And it was crazy when niggas see Lou and roster them and them boys not where they used to be in life, you know, where they used to be in the game. It's just astonishing. But I can't say what is what they, because, you know, I don't know who, you know, they did some other things to some people, and, you know, maybe that's why, you know, things didn't work out the way for them boys like that. But, you know, we always kept it true to the bone. Like, we always was trying to make sure that we looked out for people. And we tried to make sure if somebody stuck to us and wanted to get on, sometimes we'd turn them away because we like, bro, this ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? We really was trying to keep, you know, young guys away from the streets. We really wasn't trying to encourage the behavior, you know, because, you know, I'm not going to say I should have been doing anything. It's just what was chosen and what chose me. You know what I'm saying? So when I got out there, I did what I wanted because I wanted the money. I just wanted to, you know, be able to do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. It's like to this day. Like, a lot of people don't understand my ideology about, you know, things because they're not in my mind. They're not in my, you know, they not in me. God put whatever he put in me, he put in me. You know, me and God understand, somebody else might not understand. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't give it to them to understand. So like I say, you know, when I became an OG, I tried to put as many people on. I tried to look out for as many people as I could. Like, with fat ass, I gave this nigga a whole family to serve. Like, nigga, you ain't gotta do nothing but serve these 8 people, your household taken care of. Because I'm looking at the bigger picture. Because the more he has, the more I have, the more we have. It's a team effort. But that wasn't always the case, you know, in the streets. Like, everybody didn't look at team. Everybody didn't look at, I'm gonna look out for you. I'm gonna do this for you. You know, most people was all for self. You know what I'm saying? And what they wanted and what they was expecting out of the streets. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, you know, those who can relate to this story, you know what I'm saying, you'll know what I'm talking about because you probably had an experience with a you know, an older cat that you looked up to in the streets, and, you know, and they kind of like let you down when you found out behind the scene them boys really didn't rock with you like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it was a readily available opportunities for you to end up, you know, bumping into a real source, a real plug, like somebody who really want to see you win, really want you to come up, because they know if you come up, your money go up, their money go up, and then the more you grabbing, the more they moving, the more they can get in the back end. You know what I'm saying? That's what I learned from being an OG, and, you know, getting down with certain situations and running with certain people. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all them hustlers, them D-boy niggas who was really out here in them trenches getting that money like we were. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cuz, shout out to Sugar Dale, shout out, you know what I'm saying, to my boy Will. You know, these my street brothers. These D-boys who, when we was out here in these streets, you know, it was all love. It was all love from the jump. You know what I'm saying? And just like I say, you know, hey, you know, I'm realer than my OG. This is Hood Tales of ConeHead, man. Thank y'all for listening. I'm out.
Yeah. Trap or Die too. Yeah.
The
Say.
king has returned.
That's what y'all motherfuckers was waiting on. The wait is over.
Here I come, hope you niggas ready. Like the handle on the vision where I hold this bitch steady. See you doing big shit and niggas get petty. Don't try to get me, nigga, get petty. Here I come, hope you niggas ready. Like the handle on the vision where I hold this bitch steady. See you doing big shit and niggas get petty. Don't try to get me, nigga, get petty.
The streets couldn't wait to get their hands on this one. Another masterpiece produced by the hood. Snowman, Dog Cannon. I think y'all motherfuckers ready now. Let's go get 'em.
come, hope you niggas ready like the handle on the vision well. Hold this bitch steady. See you doing big shit and niggas get petty. Don't try to get me, nigga, get fetty. Been a motherfucking minute, how you niggas been? We got a lot to talk about, where should we begin? You can't trust these niggas cause they unholy. Said man for himself, that's what the streets show me. And I demand my respect, that's what the streets show me. And don't speak on street cred cause it speak for me. I watched niggas do some shit I couldn't understand. You know I stayed prepared for it, didn't underplan. Yeah, what he thinking got him wondering. Meanwhile I'm working wonders, I'm the wonder man. I woke up feeling all trap or die to it. Still counting no money, think I'm half Jewish. And if you thought that I was over, then you half foolish. That boy young, he gets it done, these niggas half do this. Yeah, I tell him who better, get it fucked up, nigga, not ever. It's the nigga that you love to hate, they call him young. The big homie sat me down when I was young, he said, I hope that you're ready cause you're the one. So I listened to him, stayed down and bought me one. Took a trip to the Greenbrier Mall and bought me some. I learned me a valuable lesson, it taught me some. What's that? If you believe you shall achieve, and that street money will buy you some shit you wouldn't believe. All types of homes and watches, luxury cars. Why the hell y'all think I be spitting luxury bars? Let me ask you a question, do you believe? Cause right now it's young and them, who you believe? Take a trip with me down memory, yeah. 7 O's, 9s, and splits and 50 slabs. Flood the streets, typhoon style till there's a drought. It'll turn you to a marketing genius, Steve Stout. Told him 500 a piece, bring me a grand. Nigga think I'm showing them love, I'm building my brand. Why the hell you think I sold all them 9s? Cause I'm a lead. Came from the jungle, more stripes in the fucking season. Born on the day of the ounce, the 28. Nigga signed with the scale, we knew he would sell weight. Type of nigga know I'm the shit, I feel stank. And right now I'm feeling myself, I feel faint. Chances of making it out, they ain't great. You wanna hear from somebody that done it, I feel great. Do it for the times I was stressed, I lost weight. Patrolling, accepting my past, I lost 8. Tell you the rest on the album, that's all that I gotta say. Trap or Die 2, that 103 on the way, what's up?